We're at the top-up show at Rosehill. Two blokes, middle-aged in blue shirts, sitting on a hill. G'day, Mark Lambourne.
Yeah, but what a day, hey?
Awesome.
Although
awesome
it is
day.
girls get drunk day today.
Yes, I noticed that. And I've got to give the Rosehill girls a bit of a tick. They've improved at weight for age over the last few years. They're nearly catching up with the eastern suburbs girls. They're not, or maybe I'm just getting older, they look better. It might be that too.
Could be that as well.
Could be that.
Does this card look any good to you? We've got perfect day, really.
Perfect day. Only 4 scratchings overnight. I think it's...
Yeah, and Les, you know, he showed himself on scratch seasons out of the last, which is...
Yeah, which suits me.
Okay.
It suits me. I like a horse in the last, but I thought Seasons was a great chance.
Yeah.
You know, so it's worked out my way, that one.
Okay, race 1, and Oh So Hot is the only firmer. It's the roughie of the 5 horses, $31 into 17.
Marketplace saying that no one's got any idea. Right?
Yeah. Look, you know, for an unraced Exhilarates who's out of Samo Ready, who we'll remember was pretty sharp. It's surprising that she has to start out her life at 1200. It's quite an odd setup. And then you've got the Hayes horse that
I hadn't done when I was on the top-up show. I saw the Hayes horse with the 2 wins. Man, when you go to the tapes to watch that win over 3 horses at Mortarville, they look like scrubbers. Wow, it looks
all right,
limited.
This is mounting yard all through and through, isn't it?
Through and through.
Yeah.
I don't know which one of the Cummings horses I'll be tipping, but I expect. No, I think Cheers over the odds at $10. What about you, Mark?
Well, yeah, the 2 horses that had the 1100 metre runs. 1200 is such a long distance.
Long distance.
To 2-year-olds. Race 2, Anthony Cummings Baller is the firmer, $8 into $6.50. Royal Celebration still around the even money mark. Any changes from yesterday?
Gord's probably right. Royal Celebration probably gets the job done, but I understand the marketplace backing Baller. It did run 110 flat there at Kembla.
Oh, it was super impressive. And then you look at the SP and you look at the trainer and you go...
Comes down 7 kilos. Gets 9.5 kilos off Royal Celebration. Is it a 9.5 kilo inferior horse?
Oh, I just think you can't get a line on Baller at this stage. I went looking for it, but because I base my work heavily on SPs, you know, I couldn't get it shorter than double figures.
I think Royal Celebration will win. I think I'll be backing Baller.
Race 3, and no money for this horse that I hear tipped everywhere, which is the long time off Potent Force. It's out to $6.50.
Yeah.
Sugar Dance, who is the lure here, and your tip Carillion, who I must say, Glenn, he does look impressive. You know, I sort of brushed over him a touch, but it looks stylish.
Yeah, it did seem to run through and soft the last 100. And I remember on the day because I backed. I'm still pretty keen on it. I want to have a good look at Potent Force. That's Gord's tip.
Well, obviously it's the key mounting yard runner all day, and everyone's sweating on seeing it, aren't they?
Sweating on seeing it. And number 3 at $10 is just what you call just a bet. You got to back it, Seablon.
Race 4, Sexy Eyes retains its $1.50 status. I wanted to make a case for number 3. I like it easy, but since the show yesterday, it just feels like I struggle with these horses that PR and look impressive.
And don't we all?
So Sexy Eyes just came down the fast lane, was never going to lose.
Looks like it's going to PR again here. Does the gay horse tack I like it easy at all?
An important question to be answered in the race.
Tricky business, that race. Expect the favourite to win. Can't imagine you would want to have a bet.
Race 5, Chasseur remains solid at $3. Ombudsman, its stablemate, the only one spec, 21 into 14.
A race up for grabs for me, Mark.
I must say,
a million different angles.
You know, Gord made the case for Chasseur, but for a horse to be second up off that 2-year spell and to be coming out of a race that looks terrible. Unbackable. Little bits and pieces. I want to have a good look at Gambler's Blues. Well, he's amazing, Gambler's Blues, for such an old horse. It's you would think in the chair in terms of what he's got to offer. Honest runs everywhere you look, particularly fresh up at 1400 metres.
I think So You Win tags the BHR with me, which is best horse in race. Hasn't had the trial. Mark mentioned yesterday would have had a couple of jump outs. I need to see it from the parade. I think there's something there. I think Ombudsman, there could be something there, again from the mounting yard. And certainly Turnberry, again from the mounting yard. It's a race up for grabs. It looks a good betting affair.
Race 6, Skyboy is going nowhere fast. Just $1.90, and it's pretty much $9 bar. It's his race to lose, isn't it?
It's his race to lose. Looks the one to me, and can't tip anything confidently or give you any sort of... I think it evens just a bet.
I guess so.
For the even money punters. I'm never comfortable there, as you know. Gord laps it up.
Yes. Race 7, and interesting moves here. Dyslexic is $3.70 and a $2.70. Gulwar is $5.50 and a $4.60. So obviously Coruscate and Tip Top have commensurately blown.
I was pretty keen on Dyslexic yesterday on the Top Up show, and of course, like everything I do, whenever there's a heap of money for it, I seem to turn the other way and get dirty on the fact I'm not on. But 260 Dyslexic seems short.
My lay of the day, but I'm attempting to stem the tide. Where I guess the move is about the fact that she looks the leader here now. I know that Mapmaker has Coruscate going to the lead, but my take on the map was that Dyslexic would just take it up.
Yeah, a race I'm going to tread very warily because I think you have to. That race is just a tricky business. I mean, I'm interested in how one parades. Obviously, Gulwar.
Race 8, the penultimate, Bonamy, $4.70 into $3.20. Some money for Seeking Glory, and Sedition's on the blow. Rock and Ruger also supported one of Gord's bracket.
As usual, from the previous show on Friday, which is very important to punters, and you can get it for only $5 a week if you want to become a silver member. Geez, we potted Sedition yesterday when it was short, and the market said the same thing. I think all the price assessors out there watch the previous show and get the right angles.
Mad if they don't.
Mad if they don't. Bonamy still for me. A bit disappointed I'm probably not going to get on. And
it's another key mounting yard horse on the program.
Yeah.
And Chauffeur, I think you'll be wondering, you'll be interested to see how it parades.
Yeah.
And the last race, obviously with the scratching of seasons, but Montrachet has firmed more than the simple scratching out. She's into 380, and Smart Amelia, who is pregnant, is 950, into 950.
Wow, I didn't know that, mate. My best bet of the day is up the duff. Smart Amelia, 950, looks a great bet to me. Class horse, right time off, freshened up, no trial, stable back, like the draw, like the setup. Obviously hard to beat the favourite, but I'm going to be all over the pregnant Smart Amelia. I don't know how I feel about that.
Best roughie of the day, $23 at the moment, Kawakini.
Did you see yesterday the tab with the 110%?
No.
Kawakini, 61s and 11s.
You ripper.
Yeah.
Where was I?
I knew about it and couldn't be bothered to drive down the pub and have 100 each way, but that's punting. You get lazy, you lose. You get smart, you win. And getting smart is what can happen to you if you join us here at Racing Rant, because we're into teaching you everything we know, and our subscribers sharing their information. It's a back and forth and email-based show, and we have a lot of fun, and we provide a good set at a really reasonable price, don't we, mate?
That's right. As clever as we think we may be, the community that we're actually involved in is pretty clever, and
really clever.
I learn a lot from our subscribers and our emailers. So 3 shows a week plus the top-up show, and sets for every Sydney Metro meeting plus Mounting Yard Mail, and a very, very earnest and diligent set for Melbourne on Saturdays, which has just gone out to subscribers. It's $22 a week, and the first 2 weeks are free.
Yep. Good luck.